Okay, so can you guys hear me now? I've removed the sound. I don't know what was wrong with the mic. It was working clearly before. Right, so hopefully you guys can hear me now. So hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And my name is Wemimo, and I'm still remaining. All right, okay, thank you. I don't know what was wrong with that mic. I used it earlier on today, and I don't know what problem I've gotten with it. So I just got this today. I don't know what's wrong with it, but I'll figure it out at some point. So please like and share as a comment. There's 12 of you watching me, and only 3 of you have liked this video so far. Please like and share as it coming. And let me quickly welcome those of you who are here. So a few people have been here before I came in here. So being Hinebi has been here. Thank you for coming. And I'm just going to quickly read your comments. Being Nabi said it's not a hookup case. That's the opinion I'm holding as well. Let us remember that Afiba and Celine are victims of a terrible crime. They deserve our empathy and support, not our scorn. Their families are in agony searching for answers. I absolutely believe that as well, because as it is, one of the bodies that was found, the body has not yet been identified yet. And I think it's going to be a long process because so far, the way they met the body is not something they can easily identify. And being in a said the quickness to judge and shame these women without understanding the full context only has to the pain and injustice of their disappearances. I absolutely agree with you, and that's the opinion I hold as well. Princess Candace said it doesn't matter how people interpret this situation, no one has the right to take away someone's life. Absolutely. As a human being, you can't create that life. Why do you think you are? I mean, why do you think you can take life? Yeah, like you can take somebody's life. It's just not a chicken, you know. Welcome Raymond Asemotar. I hope you guys can all hear me clearly. So please like and share as a comment, like and share this video. And please kindly support my channel as well. There are various avenues where you can support my channel. Please do not hesitate to do so. So obviously, what's the title for this video again? I've lost count of how many lives I've done today. So obviously, I did came in this morning. Hi Zoe, hi there, how are you? Thanks for coming back. Please like and share this video. So I did come back. I came in this morning to share that Mr. Ben Samuel, who is Andrew's friend, he revealed a bank account. He revealed a bank account to say that if we are able to find that name or that person that collected that money, we should be able to know how this case is going. Like obviously, if a crime has been committed and money involves or money is being exchanged in a way, so being able to trace where money is going would help us to identify or figure out the relationship between the money, the person that collected the money, and what the money was for. So far, what Mr. Ben has revealed is the details of a bank account, which I shared earlier on this morning, and is on the video I did this morning. Is a name called Ugbo. Let me find the name of that person there. So it's a name of a person called Ugbo Chuku. Is the name of Ugo Chuku Oguobi, and it's a UBA bank, and the account number is 2140386167. So that's the account number, and it said that 1.5 million naira 1.5 million was transferred there. And looking at the image that Mr. Ben shared on his page, there was a message there. It says that the police was left in the room. I quickly reached for the rifle. It was so sorry. The man shouted and rushed at me as I turned it around and put in. So obviously the narration was that he tried to buy himself in the hotel room while the police were there with his own with his phone, with his own tool. So it was so bad, and it did say that they asked him for 3 million naira to keep the whole episode quiet. So at some point, the police had Andrew, and obviously maybe because Andrew was not agreeing with them, obviously because they were asking him for money, because I don't understand that what that text message is all about. Why are they asking him for 3 million? The police ask him for 3 million so they don't transfer him eventually to Abuja or what? So that's the case, and obviously I still remain on the grounds that this is a case of police has a lot to say in this. There's a lot of cover up going on already, and even though it's been over a week already that the police are yet to say anything to us, and I just don't like the fact that Mr. Ben, Andrew's friend, is coming across as if he's doing us a favor. I'm just going to check if there's any comment here. No comment there. And Mr. Ben is acting as if he's doing us a favor, because I was just watching a couple of his videos on TikTok, and it was like he's under no obligation to share with anybody the details that Andrew was sending to him. And I'm like, seriously? You are not under any obligation to share the details with anybody. And I've dropped a comment there to with him that if that was your sister, if that was a member of your extended family, would you still not be obligated to seek help for them? Hi, Henrietta, how are you? Thanks for joining. Please like and share this video as you come in. And I dropped a comment under his video to say, if that was your sister or if that was an extended family member of yours in any of those videos Andrew sent to you, would you still not be obligated to seek help for them? Like I said today, if it was his child, exactly, if it was his child, would he still not do anything? It's just so crazy that we're in a world whereby people's life does not matter to anybody. And also the narrative of people saying that it was a hookup case. Even if it's a hookup case, like I said in the morning, does that mean that the girls deserved what happened to them? Zoe said, this is what I said. This is my only question for Ben. Exactly. He's not been able to answer all those questions. All he's saying that he's an investigator. Even here, we see how investigative journalism or journalists act. If they have information that could help somebody from, that could prevent somebody from coming into harm, they share the information. It's either they share it anonymously or they share it openly because of the job they do. Because at the end of the day, they're going to be locking a criminal away. They're going to be locking somebody away, and they're going to be saving a life. But I don't know the kind of narrative, and other people are like, oh yeah, he's doing us a favor. What if it did not come out? What if he did not come out to say anything? What if he did not come out to tell anybody? Hi Faust, how are you? Thanks for joining my live again. Thank you. Please like and share this video. People were like in the comment section like, what if he did not come out to say anything to us? If he did not come out to say anything to us, at some point, because the police asked Andrew's phone and laptop, at some point, this information will come out. And the kind of goes that people are giving him now, he's still going to get it. He's still going to get it. I guess he just came out to start sharing this information so that maybe, just maybe, when the Nigerian police get exposed, and just maybe, if the UK police got interested in this, it would not be charged as an accomplice. That's what I think he's doing here. So, I'm so sad that this has happened, and people are still hoping that these girls are alive, and I want to hope that they are alive. But it's starting to the race is coming to an end. It's gotten to a situation whereby when will they find them? When will they find them? And I was also reading comment from the previous video that people said Celine's family are now in Nigeria, that they were practically meant to go identify the body, or they were meant to be at that venue with harassing when they went to go find the first body. But I think some police department were asking them for money, like a grieving family. They've traveled all the way from Ghana to Nigeria to come and see how they could get closure, to check if this person's their family. But they're asking them for money again. Beautiful beginning. Hi, beautiful beginning. He came out because he knew the police had Andrew's phone, and definitely he would have been indicated. Exactly. I guess he's just covering his back. That's why I believe he's just trying to cover his back. Zoe said, that if Andrew's phone is checked, they will see all the messages and he will be dragged to jail. Well, the possibility of him being dragged to jail in Nigeria might not be possible. Only maybe if Nigerian police, go across to the UK police and say this is what is going on, or if they go across with the Nigerian embassy in the UK to say, what, they want this person for questioning, what. Zoe said, Ben is just running fast, but his legs will still be tied. It's just crazy that he keeps going back and circle. I went back to watch all of those videos again. The stories of, how Andrew starts to communicate with him, how Andrew was sharing those things with him, the story of the girls jumping on a flight from Port Harcourt to Aba, even though people have said there's no flight in Aba or Port Harcourt or something to Aba at that time of the day or something. It's just not hard enough. I understand he may be passing through grief as well because Andrew was his friend, but maybe he should just try and calm himself down to be able to compose himself in order to come out and share all this information he's sharing. Just going to read the statement here. Celestine said, "It's unbelievable that up till today, the Inspector General of Police in Nigeria, Kayode Egbetokun, has not issued any press statement." Exactly, that was one of the reasons I raised this morning, and I'm reading your comment there on the issue of selling Afiba. Our country is disgusting for this. Actually, this morning I shared as well that Mr. Ben also shared that the IGP of Abuja has summoned Harassing Gwamishu. So I will also go to share that information with you guys. So the IGP police of Abuja has summoned has summoned Harrison to Abuja. So Harrison was in Abuja today. And it's so crazy that obviously I think they were listed. Harrison was in Abuja today, and he said while he was in the Federal High Court in Abuja today that somebody approached him and said they are actually threatening Harrison. That somebody said that they are going to buy Harrison. So Harrison has gone to Abuja to meet with the IGP, and I don't understand why the IGP wants to brief Harrison when they could be doing a public press conference. I don't know, because Harrison is not representing Nigeria as a whole, or people who are watching this case. You would imagine that in a case like that involves somebody who's actually a British, who has committed these offenses in Nigeria, you would think that they will come out and give all the information publicly. But yeah, so Harrison is currently in Abuja right now, and he dropped a post on his page. But before I read the post that Harrison dropped on his page, he dropped a message also, because there's been narrative that the girls went for hookup, and Harrison is telling us that no, these girls did not go for hookup. Zoe said that, "Watch my word, Ben will pay." He has even lied some of the things he said. He said he denied it. You said Andrew sent you every pic and video, but when Rachel showed up on live, he said he denied it. At some point, he tried to deny that he does not know Rachel, but Rachel was like, "Andrew told me about his blogger friend." And that was when Harrison ventured in and said, "You have the video of this girl on your phone. You have it." Obviously, Harrison has seen the video, so he was able to tell him that, yes, you have the video of this girl. So yeah, he had the video of that girl, but he did not do anything. Henrietta said he knew Andrew is a psycho, but still stay friends with him. It's either he is in business with him or exactly, because there's no way. It's just like your friend is an armed robber, and people know you as his friend. You know within yourself that your friend is an armed robber. He indulges in things like that, and you're still being friends with them, because are you not considering the fact that what if one day he gets arrested? Is it not going to implicate you, even though you are not into the robbery thing with him, but because you associate as friends with him? God forbid I find myself in such a situation, I will have disassociated myself from him, and maybe find a way of all those information, even use your blog to spread all those information. At least such a person, you will know that you no longer want to be their friends anymore. So if they try to come at you, you'll be ready to face them squarely. That, you come at me, I come at you, But he still kept that friendship, he still maintained that friendship. It's just crazy. So I just want to quickly read this post that Harrison dropped this morning. So Harrison said, "Stop shaming the victims." We spoke about that this morning. Please like and share this video, as the body is yet to be identified. So that was the first body that Harrison saw, that Harrison went to collect in Abia. Please be informed that Celine and Afiba are still missing. To set the record straight, there is no evidence that Celine Undudim discussed money with Andrew Ocheko, as a WhatsApp screenshot trending has no dates. Some of Andrew victims narrated to me that Andrew uses their phones to communicate with himself. From findings, Andrew doesn't go for hookup girls. I did read this morning. As of his victims, I personally interviewed are mostly students and working class girls. He befriends his victims before inviting them, and from his social media posts, pictures and videos, Andrew Ocheko appears as a responsible man. The continued narrative that they are hookup girls is demeaning. Before Celine left Port Harcourt, she pleaded for Afiba to go with her to visit a Facebook friend she met for over 2 years. So Celine has known Andrew for over 2 years. Hence why, obviously, she was comfortable to visit him. That friend can attest to this. So it was said that Celine and Afiba disappeared from 27th of April this year, and we should keep searching for them. So with that being said, also, like I said, that Harrison is in Abuja, and he dropped another post this morning as well that we all here have one or two females we met on social media. So this is him practically addressing the men, because it's the men, majority of the men are coming with the narrative that, oh, it is hookup. It is hookup. It's the men that are coming, not thinking that some of them will give birth to daughters. Some of them will have sisters, that we all here have one or two females we met on social media that have visited us. Because she spent time with you and got home safely is because of who you are. Exactly. So if you're a guy and a girl has ever visited you and that girl left your place and returned to her home safely, it's because of who you are. If you're a psychopath, peradventure, that girl will not go home safely because you'll have done something to her. But it's because of who you are. That's why that girl came, visited you, and safely returned back to her house. Some people have bad intentions, and reason Celine and Afiba are still missing today. Hi, Glow Baby, how are you? I'm very well, thank you. Thanks for joining. Watch It Said Thatmumof5, the first video with Celine and Afiba waving someone from the car park, which is supposedly blessing. Was that in Ghana or Nigeria? That was in Port Harcourt, I believe. That was in Port Harcourt. So Celine and Afiba went to Blessing, and then they had to leave Blessing's place to go to Abia because Andrew is in Abia or Abia. What's the difference? So where they were waving somebody, I believe that was Blessing they were waving, and that I believe that was Port Harcourt. I'm reading comments. Hi Raymond, if Andrew had parted with money, the police would only take him to Abuja, keep him for some time, and that would be the end of case. But so far, they said that the police already had Andrew for 2 weeks before they decided. So people in Abia or Aba already had him for 2 weeks. So during that 2 weeks, how were they not able to get information from him about the girls? And I believe that within those 2 weeks, he was sending videos of those girls to Mr. Ben. He was sending those videos of those girls to Mr. Ben. So he knew that Andrew was in police custody. And Andrew already sent him pictures and videos of those girls. Why did he not say to the police that, oh, this is the video he sent to me? Can you guys go to his house and check? Or can you guys torture him more? Or can you guys question him more? Because he sent me videos of this girl. That was a race he should have been running. Because I don't understand how the police had Andrew for 2 weeks. And during that 2 weeks, he was sending videos, pictures to Ben. And Ben did not think that, okay, now that Andrew is in police custody, let me use the opportunity to either reach out to somebody. He did say he reached out to somebody and they asked him to pay 200,000 naira. But there are so many police departments in Nigeria that he could have contacted. And I believe Ben is an affluent person as well. He knows he has connection in Nigeria. Why did he not use somebody else to pass the information across? And just Adetoun said he met Ben in London. And Ben complained that, oh, this is my friend. I'm worried about him. He's not been responding back to me. And you were saying that to Adetoun. Why did you not pass on those information to Adetoun? Adetoun could have spring up. Adetoun could have get some people moving. But he did not. Hence why I said that man is colomental. Ben is definitely colomental. Hello, Diaspora Diva. Thanks for joining me. Because you know what, the more we're talking about these things, the more so many things are coming around as to ways Ben could have, could have saved the lives of those girls. But it was like, he's under no obligation to share with us what Andrew was telling him. So I want to believe that in those 2 weeks that the police had Andrew, he was definitely sending stuff to Ben. Magdalene, hi Magdalene Effion. Ben was not ready to expose him as an investigative journalist, but what is the essence of being an investigative journalist? Information came to you, and you know that information, if it was shared with the right people, it could have saved the lives of 2 people. I don't know what they teach. I don't think he went to journalism school. He's just doing it because he was saying in his life that he loves blogging because he's doing this because he loves blogging. So he's not really a properly trained investigative journalist. Diaspora said Ben is not okay, and he seems to have won the heart of many who run with his narrative. Ben is guilty. See, those people who are running with his narrative, if we investigate them properly, they are probably birds of the same feather. They are functioning. Their number 6 is not working the way it's meant to work. Because even in this story, if you narrate this story in the ears of teenagers or young children, they will tell you what they will do, and which is not what this Mr. Ben has done. And Beautiful Beginning said, I believe that Ben knows what happened to those girls. I believe so as well. Diaspora Diva said, there's no antiseptic soap Ben can use to... In fact, no medicated soap. No medicated soap that he can use to wash the guilt and the shame off his body. Zoe said Ben said the only time he received pics was when Andrew was being transferred. In another video, he said with high shoulder that he always received every single pictures and video. So he said he always received pictures. So it can't be just when Andrew was being transferred to Abuja that Andrew started sending him stuff. It can't be. It can't be. Raymond said, I don't believe that Ben was not investigating Amechi. He had something to do with the guy, which is yet to be exposed. I believe so too. Exactly. Please like, guys. There's 90 of you watching me, and only 13 people has liked this video. So please like this video and ensure you're subscribing. Ensure we are subscribing. Can you guys see this light? That's my glow light from YouTube. I got it like 20 minutes ago. So we're getting somewhere. Please like this video. There's 89 of you and there's only 14 of you that has liked this video. Please like and share this video. Like, share, and tag, please. Like, share, and tag, please. So I'm just going to keep reading the comment from the message that Harrison posted. So Harrison said, I have read countless stories of couples that met on social media and got married. Moses Bliss, the gospel guy in Nigeria, he met his new wife. He met her on social media and they are married now. In some of these stories, the lady visited first. How many of the guys online, how many of you went to visit a girl first in her house? It's always the girls that comes to visit first, is it not? Let me know in the comment section. Zoe said he's a liar by blood. He only exposing the police because he is angry his friend died. Well, like I said, sorry to him, his friend died, but if he's spoken out earlier on, you could have preserved the life of Andrew and those two girls. Diaspora Diva said, I subscribed the first day I stumbled on your life and you are doing a great job. Thank you, Diaspora Diva. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this. Enieta said, if the UK police decides to investigate, so see, I'll be so happy if the UK police decides to investigate. You know what? I have somebody that I can actually find out to ask in this case if they would investigate. The person's a police officer here in the UK. I'll need to either message that person or send them an email to ask that, you know what, is there a way? I'm going to share this story with them and ask, is there a way that if, you know, obviously Andrew's and Ben's role in this case, is there a way that the UK police will probably investigate or not? Once I do that and I've heard back, I'll let you guys know. What she said, the easiness Ben was able to open his mouth to say Andrew was a psychopath was worrying. Usually you say maybe someone was mad, but psychopath? Where did Andrew meet Andrew? So he said they've been friends. I want to believe that they met in the UK and they visited each other's, like, you know, even since Andrew has been in Nigeria, Ben has visited him, according to him. Raymond said, I met my wife on Facebook. She visited me and we lit it up from there. See, it's always the women that always visit the guys. It's always the women that always visit the guys. Africana Yasmin said, I don't believe Ben has gone to the UK police to file any report. He's throwing dust into our eyes. Well, according to him, he said he has gone to the Milton Keynes police. I don't know how we can check. I don't know how somebody can check if a report has been filed. I don't know how we can check. But I'll start snooping around to see if there's a way. And Diaspora Diva said, I met someone on Facebook. We dated and it was a very nice homely guy. Our relationship just didn't work out. See, but you know, that guy is a responsible person. It's because of the kind of person he is. Relationship did not work and you guys go your separate ways. Does that mean because both of you met on social media that anytime that peradventure when you met him that he should have done something to you? No. Enieta said, why didn't Ben inform the UK police if he doesn't trust Nigerian police? If UK police decides to investigate, Ben will be in deep trouble. You know, that's always been my question, that you knew all these things about your friend. You knew Ben, you knew Andrew was a psychopath. Why did you not report to the police in the UK? Even though he's been in jail before in the UK, he knew. Andrew was jailed for 2 years, which led to his business collapsing. And then when he came out of prison, he sold what was left of his business and relocated back to Nigeria. Nigeria, where he knows that nobody will keep an eye on him. And according to Ben was saying that in Port Harcourt that Andrew was living that Andrew was actually, you know, showing big man vibes to people in that neighborhood, that people in that neighborhood were fearful of Andrew. What kind of a being is Andrew? Who does he have behind him? I'm going to read comments quickly. Diaspora Diva said it's not about social media. There are bad people even inside the church. It's true. There's a video on my channel about a pastor, he and his wife, who was arrested somewhere in Birmingham, who was molested people's children because of some spiritual bats. He spanned over 20 years. This pastor was a pharmacist. So most of his victims that I say, oh, because he was assuring them that, oh, if you do a spiritual bath, you'll be successful in your business, it will heal your sickness. He was actually raping these people, the people's children, got them pregnant, took them to clinics to go commit abortion. It spanned over 20 years. It spanned over 20 years, and he was caught by a family member because he admitted to a video recording that it was a paedophilia. You can imagine a whole pastor, and his wife was in on it too, and they were jailed for 34 years. I'm just going to quickly read comments here. Magdalene, hi Magdalene. Ben said Andrew was sending those videos to expose negative activities of Nigerian policemen and how they sold ammunition to him and dated to 2016. Our police have questionable. Exactly. Police in Nigeria are they are non-existent. They are not functional. They are just going about. They are not functional. So if that happens, so far what Ben is doing now is the fact that they arrested Andrew. They sold him machinery. They collected money from him, which shows that, yes, we are not disputing the fact that Nigerian police are corrupt. But the thing is this, Nigerian police are corrupt. You are not really talking about the fact that why was your friend buying young girls? You knew as his friend that he doesn't like girls. You knew from the videos he sent to him, you were not speaking to anybody. Can you not just come to Nigeria codedly and not say to Andrew and do what you have to do and go back? When I went to Nigeria in 2021, I did not say to anybody I was coming. The only person I told I was coming to Nigeria were my two sisters. I did not tell anybody. And Ben could have easily entered into Nigeria, do the information he wants to do, see to it that Andrew got arrested, and then move back codedly. I'm just going to read comments. I'm going to move closer to this camera so I can see your comments. So Celestine said, Kende Garuba said, is there any other friend in Nigeria that Andrew and Ben are close? I believe there is, because Ben said he is not the only person that Andrew was sending those videos to. I believe there is, because of his comment, I believe there is somebody else. Please like, guys. There's 88 of you watching me. Please like, please like. Celestine said, how can there be this much outrage across Nigeria and Ghana over the disappearance of Afiba and Selene in Nigeria, and police authorities in Nigeria are exhibiting gross irresponsibility by keeping mum? Like I said, they are taking their time so they could cook up story, because as it is that the IGP in Abuja said he did not authorize them bringing Andrew to Abuja. So who authorized bringing Andrew to Abuja? Diaspora Diva said, Ben was in our physical space. I am sure he goes shopping, clubbing. He goes to gym as well, oh. He goes to Lidl. He goes to Aldi. And even went to church. He could have met the girls anywhere. Absolutely. Absolutely. What she said, but Ben should know is against the law to receive photos or videos showing nudity. So this alone would have been a good excuse for him to report Andrew, or what was he and Andrew doing with those videos? Exactly. I believe you, Diaspora Diva. Andrew, yeah. Hi, Choice TV. Welcome to my live. Thank you for joining. Insta Boot Nigeria said, I like what you are doing, but please learn not to make accusations about people. I like what you are doing. Thank you. But please learn not to make accusations about people like Ben until the truth comes out. Also, let girls not believe that they should go to meet men. Always use a public space. Insta Boot, I am not making any false accusations. What we are repeating here is what Ben is sharing on all of his social media handles. Secondly, I'm just reading your comments so I could give you a proper response. All right. Ben is coming across with all the information we are dissecting and that we have been dissecting so far. So whatever you see on my live that I'm reacting to is based on all Ben, who is Andrew's friend of over 10 years, has been sharing since the past 2 weeks. And girls, yes, like I said, these people that has met Andrew, Rachel has met Andrew before Andrew even came into Nigeria. So which means that Rachel has known Andrew for at least over 2 years. Celine has met Andrew, has known Andrew for over 2 years. So it's not as if they just met him. Try and go and catch up with all the videos on my channel so you can be well informed about this information. And yes, it's always been advised that if you're just meeting someone for the first time, don't meet them in their house, meet them in an open space that should, in case they try to behave funny, you can scream for help. Trust TV say, can they arrest Ben now? To be honest, I don't know. To the best of our knowledge, he said he has gone to report the case to the UK police in Milton Keynes. So we don't know what the UK police are doing right now. C. Michael said, blame Ben, but Andrew was arrested many times already and left off the hook. That is where the police corruption, police not being accountable comes in. And like I said, me here, I'm a Nigerian. I am not defending Nigerian police in any way. Even if I have a family member who is a police officer, I will drag them because I do not trust Nigerian police one bit. I do not trust them. I do not trust them. Africana Yasmin, hi, the Africana Yasmin. I wonder how many UK kids have disappeared and not found. Sometimes the police find body in suitcases that has been dumped into the River Thames. I wonder Ben is involved in so we don't know that you. So far I'm just dissecting and reacting on what he's been doing so far and sharing. Kehinde said, does Andrew live alone in the whole building? Who owns the building? What about the neighbors who assisted Rachel escaped? So, like I said, they said that Andrew is a very fearful person in his neighborhood. So people are not even willing to come out to talk about anything. So, and you've asked a tangible question there, Kehinde. Who are Andrew's driver? Who were cooking for him? Who was doing his laundry? Who was his gate man? All of those information. Who are they? I'm sure you will have people who are doing all of his errands for him. Raymond said, I'm not sure the police sold the rifle to him, but they gave him firearm license without investigating him. Possibly. But then that firearm was banned in 2006. It was banned in 2022. But because he gave police more than enough, they backdated it to 2016, which meant that he shouldn't even have it in the first place. And they gave it to him because, and I think in a normal day, they should have investigated whom they were giving firearm to, but they did not do that. We don't have such database or such system to investigate people before you give them firearm, and I think it's something the Nigerian police should start acting towards. Kehinde said Andrew house must be gated. Yes, it's a gated house with barbed wire. So where is the gate man? That's the question we should be asking as well. Where is the gate man? Who are the people who were working for Andrew? And Yeta said, I live in Northampton, but I'm walking away from home. I will have gone to Milton Keynes to check. I'm going home next month. I might go to the police and check. I will see if I can walk into a police station here in Scotland and find as well, because I believe that they will have it in their system. What you said, he didn't even have to go to Nigeria since Andrew was a British and also wanted by the police in the UK. Ben could have reported everything to UK police and they could have liaised with Nigeria. Exactly. That's my question. That, you know what, if he really wanted Andrew to be caught, he could have done that. Africana Yasmin said Andrew lives in a remote secluded area. When we saw the video, the pathway to Andrew's house is a bush area, so far away from many houses. So obviously where they found the body, they said, was not far away from Andrew's house. I would imagine that it's more like a walking distance, possibly not far away. But it's not places that people visit because they're uncompleted building, there are bushes and stuff around there. But according to harassing, they were like, people in the neighborhood are not willing to come out to speak. So even if they know anything, Andrew has put that kind of fear in that community. Hi, Griffith. Thanks for joining my live. Colorful cartoon world. Stop turning witness to suspect. That's why people don't come out. Well, that's your opinion. I like it. Like I said, all this information is saying, he said he has. The Nigerian police has Andrew's phone, has Andrew's laptop. So it's just like somebody sent you an incriminating information and they now arrest that person. And before you even get information that they've arrested the person, all the information the people have, the person was sending to you, people who now arrest him now have access to those things. So in order to save your back, would you not come out and talk? I don't know how you people reason at times. See, Michael, I asked because I wonder what difference it will make if Ben reported to Nigeria, even when the direct victim reported and police waved them off. Let's cut Ben a slack. All police responsible. We are not letting police lose here. We are not letting police lose here. We know Nigerian police are corrupt. Even as ordinary Nigerian people, ordinary Nigerian person who is poor, you don't even want to have any issues. You don't want to have any dealings with Nigeria. Hence why I've been calling the Nigerian police out as well. But in a case whereby you knew your friend was a psychopath, he said he tried to call the police and they asked him to pay 200,000 naira. Ben is worth much than 200,000 naira. So he could not pay 200,000 naira to save the lives of two women. Is well worth over 200,000 naira that the police, whom he was trying to pass information across. Ben is a Nigerian. It's not as if maybe he's a Britico or he's been away from Nigeria that he's lost a sense of African sense. So if I were to be the one I was trying to get across the police station, I would take the name of the people, and Ben have families, has dealings with people back home in Nigeria. So they asked him to pay 200K. Why don't you facilitate somebody, get that 200K and ask that person to go into police and find out? We all think differently, you know. The way I'm thinking, you might not think that way, and it's totally all right. I believe there is a powerful person probably involved. That's why it's quiet. Like Harrison said there's more to this that we know, that it was not operating alone. That was what Harrison said. And like I said, Harrison was in Abuja. Somebody approached him today and said that there's word going around that they want to buy Harrison Guamishu as well. So Harrison has actually gone to meet Ben Nwoko and has briefed him, and then Nwoko has given him his support as well. You can imagine, people can't go to the police anymore. People are now turning to human rights activists, and this human rights activists has been going about seeking information, and now they are trying to buy Harrison as well because he's been let into the information. What's that business with Harrison? Harrison was just doing the job the police would not do, so the police should be ashamed of themselves. And whoever is planning to buy that young man, if they even attempt it, this is when all of their secrets is going to come out in public. You wonder why Nigerians don't go home. So nobody's saying Nigerian police did the right thing here. Nigerian police, I know they are taking their time to cook up their story. And see, by the time that story comes out, it's not going to make sense. There will be loopholes. But for someone who had the opportunity to make sure these things could have been stopped, he did not. He said he's not obligated to share those information because he's an investigative journalist. Ben is not a trained investigative journalist, to the best of my knowledge, just because he enjoyed blogging. That's why he decided to use the social media platforms to share this story. Right, I don't want to be here for too long, guys. I'm going to recommend and then we can start, and I'm going to, call it a day. And then we'll wait until we get a more update from Harrison tomorrow. It might be that they were supposed to meet at a public place, but remember what Rachel said. It diverted the route. Yes, it was meant to take Rachel to a supermarket under the pretense of buying a gift for his mom, and then change the route, and they ended up in his house. And don't get emotional. The truth, because I'm not being emotional, but when people reason, and I think the way they are reasoning, as if I'm a Nigerian, I grew up, born and bred in Nigeria, and I know how it is in Nigeria. So when police needs to be called out, we are calling out the police. But when you are in a situation to prevent something from happening, what did you do? Nothing. If that was a sister, or if that was an extended family of his, would he have not said anything? And Fauci reported that it is a well-off neighborhood. Exactly, an affluent area. And yet, said, can Afiba and Selin's family sue the Nigerian police? Nigeria. Hey, they could though, but I don't think they'll get anything out of it. See, Michael said, evidently you have not dealt with. I will never find myself in any situation with Nigerian police. You assume that if you pay this 200K, they will have done something. Andrew gave them 600K and they still didn't track the girls. Andrew gave them 600K because I believe they know what Andrew was doing. And like I said, Harrison said, whatever it is Andrew was doing, Andrew was not acting alone. He's got people behind him. They want to buy Harrison, and you wonder why Ben doesn't want to show face. Ben is already showing face in the UK. And like I said, I would definitely not advise him to go to Nigeria. Even if they summon him now to come and say what he has to say, I would definitely not advise him to. Harrison should leave Nigeria and fight from somewhere else. And that's his bad country now. Where does he want to go? That if you keep running away from things like this, it's gonna keep happening. It's gonna keep happening. Maybe if Harrison had heard about that case about Rachel in January, maybe this wouldn't have been the case now as well. Harrison should leave Nigeria. DF Const, is that your kitchen? Is my work desk where I study? Is a section of my office where I study. You want to buy me a proper office? I'm just kidding. Magdalene said selling an Afiba's position on the bed, as we saw in the video, does it mean they have buyed them at that time? See, watching that video, I want to believe that they've probably they are just not conscious. Maybe they've been laced with some sort of thing. Maybe it's laced their drink with something. I want to believe that in that video they were still pretty much alive, but they were not conscious. Tell Harrison to run for cover. He should come to Ghana for cover. I really believe big men in Nigeria are involved in this human syndicate business. Absolutely, Apostle John. Thanks for joining my live. Instabu said Harrison has very good protection. He fears nothing with him. Exactly. So he said he's already briefed Ned Nwoko, and Ned Nwoko has given him all the support he needs. But you can imagine someone is trying to investigate a crime that the police are bloody lacking from, and then somebody approached him in Abuja today saying that the word is going on that they want to buy you. And Harrison said he's already informed all of his legal teams. He's informed everybody he would ever report that if anything happens to him, before he comes out to give the update he needs to give tomorrow, they know what to do. Ever wonder why the citizens saw the body and refused to involve the police? Exactly, because obviously people who have been speaking to Harrison said the neighborhood has been, Andrew has taken over the neighborhood that none of them even want to come out. So that information was even given to Harrison by an anonymous person. It was given anonymously that the body has been there for almost close to a month. Prince said they need to get Andrew's driver. If anyone knows about Andrew's delay, it will be his driver. Exactly, because like Ben said, that Andrew doesn't really know anywhere. So he'll probably have a driver. Well, it was when Andrew was in Benue that Ben said that Andrew does not know anywhere in Benue. So I want to believe that Andrew has been living in Port Harcourt, Abia for over 2 years. So you probably know his way around Abia and Port Harcourt. So the only place that Andrew do not know is Benue. So yeah, it will probably have, because Andrew's a big man, he's living the big man lifestyle. So he will probably have a driver, a cook, a chef, somebody who washes clothes as well, somebody who cleans his house as well. What she said, so how is it that Nigerian police are still not confirmed the bodies they found? All African police are the same. They just can't be bothered with anything. Trust me, they are just wearing that bloody uniform. They are not serving the citizens at all. They are all there to embezzle money, put you in trouble, make their pockets rich from innocent suffering citizens. They are practically not doing anything. See, if tomorrow they say they want to dissolve the Nigerian police, I'll be the number one person to vote and say, yes, dissolve the Nigerian police, because they are not useful. They are useless. DF concept, they were drugged. Unfortunately, they didn't recover. I really don't think murder was the motive. Maybe murder was not the motive. You may be right, DF con, because Ben said Andrew doesn't like women, and when Rachel was when Rachel went to his house, obviously that one said she was on the phone trying to talk to her friend to let her friend know where she was when Andrew attacked her from the back. And when she asked her, what did I do wrong? Andrew pointed the weapon to her, that if you know you want to come out of here alive, you better do what I asked you to do. So he apparently got intimate with Rachel and then tried to get intimate with Rachel from the back. And because it was quite, maybe it wasn't what he expected or something, and he threatened Rachel that, come, if you don't do what I asked you to do, I will buy you with this thing. And he had knife and stuff like that. This is the narration that Rachel gave on that the first live. And he said that if you don't do what I asked you to do, I will just remove your head, your two hands, and your legs, and I will make it look as if I used you for ritual. Those were Andrew's words too. So apparently, if his victims had behaved, he probably would have had his way with them and then maybe let them go. But why keep Rachel for 6 days? He held Rachel for 6 days. Guys, 128 of you watching and only 35 of you have liked this live. Please like, and share and support my channel. Somebody asked if this is my kitchen. I want a proper office. So get me a proper office. Raymond said it's better the family sue the police, but it will not go anywhere. But at least it will create more awareness. Exactly. Awareness is what we are trying to create now. Nigerian police are not useful. They are not useful for anything. Don't get me wrong. There are a few good eggs among them, but majority of them are bad eggs. Majority of the Nigerian police are bad eggs. So I'm just going to quickly finish reading the post from Harrison, and then we'll start calling it a day. I just want to spend an hour here. So the message from Harrison was that I am yet to see any authentic evidence that Celine and Afiba traveled to meet Andrew for a hookup deal. From findings, it was a friendly visit and not for hookup. If it's for hookup, I will gladly say it as it is. That was Harrison. Who will not fall for Andrew, a British Nigerian who appears responsible, single, and wealthy? Let's channel our energy in getting our sisters back than trending negativity, which is currently affecting their families. May we keep meeting the right people. Amen. May we not walk when the day is not going to serve on our purpose. Amen. And then the message from Harrison today was that he was in Abuja and somebody approached him to say they have put the money down for him to be removed. I can't find a text message. I thought I had it on my phone somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. I want to read it exactly the way Harrison put it. I must have deleted it as then. Let me quickly find it on Facebook. Please like and share. I'm just about to round up, guys. I just want to look for that message that Harrison wrote. I want to read it out to you the way he wrote it. Harrison Guameshu. So according to Harrison, this is the post on his Facebook. That's his post. So I'm just going to read it to you guys now. So, and he updated his Facebook profile about an hour ago, and that will have been around 6:15 this afternoon. He said, today, while I was in Federal High Court of Abuja, someone walked up to me and said, in quotes, there are plans to set you up and KILLU, in quotes. Some persons heard it. So I think whoever person that heard it has decided to come to warn Harrison. And I hope that the Abuja that is gone to, I hope he keeps safe. Zoe said 6 days, it did not even release air. She had to escape. Enieta said, if Harrison needs to go to Ghana, we are here to help. I'm sure there will be lots of people who are happy to meet Harrison. Magdalene said, I want to appreciate the woman who was doing prayers in the neighborhood, who was a shield to Rachel during her escape. Only God knows what the neighborhood were passing through. Only God knows. Only God knows. And now that Andrew has spied, I would expect that the neighborhood should, try and come out and say what they know as well. There are so many twists in this case. Yeah, a lot of twists. Like, obviously, we've been told that Andrew has a business and it's called the Black Sheep. It's been posted out everywhere. So, and Harrison has said that he's not acting alone. That people should be careful, even girls, regardless of who you are meeting, be careful because he is not acting alone. And there's another narrative that is probably into the organ harvesting business, but Mr. Ben said he doesn't know that about Andrew, so he can't comment to that. So there are allegations that the demonic late Andrew was likely backed by some big shots in Nigeria who facilitated his return to the country after fleeing the UK. It's time to unmask such evil men. Exactly. Because I want to believe that regardless of when Andrew left the UK, the police will have had a case about him. When he was leaving, he will have been flagged by the airport. Obviously, because they will scan his passport before he comes out. So how did he leave the UK? How did he leave the UK? You could probably have people here in the UK who are behind him as well, who are helping him escape justice. What you say, Harrison should even avoid going to Ghana because Ghana journalists too have their own wahala too. Wahala. Wahala. So I'm just going to read this comment and then I'll start random. We have another 10 minutes and then we'll round up. And then if there's any updates by tomorrow, I will definitely schedule a live. Please, guys, subscribe to my channel, support my channel. There's so many ways you can support my channel on my platform. There's so many ways. So if you go into any of my channel, to the information on my channel, there are ways you can support my channel. So Harrison said, aside searching for Andrew's last victim, Celine and Afiba, together with my team, we are done with our investigation on the police dealings with Andrew in this case. Our report will be shared tomorrow morning from 10 a.m. So there's going to be an update from Harrison tomorrow by 10 a.m. Istanbul said, let Harrison not publicize his locations. So as it is, Harrison is not moving alone. He's got people moving with him. He's got people moving, and I believe that there will be people on standby should the need be. That's why I said there are a few good eggs in the Nigerian police, but majority of Nigerian police na bad egg plenty, rotten eggs na plenty among them. Even Mr. Ben doesn't know Andrew well. If Ben went to Nigeria and found big money in organ trafficking, will he tell Ben? I don't think so. Magdalene said, love you, sis. May God bless you. Love you too, Magdalene. May God bless you too. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. Please like and share. Like and share. I really appreciate every one of you. We keep coming back to talk about this. I'm only doing this is the only way I can, share awareness about this case. And then hopefully we are able to get somewhere. Raymond said, that message you read, I will look at it that they want to scare him away. Yes, that's why I look at it as. And as it is now, Harrison is already telling them statistically that, come, this is the last victim of Andrew. And we've already finished investigating the police. So what I'm interested now, what I really want to know is, one, why are the police not coming out to tell us anything? We need them to be transparent and open with all that has happened so far from all of Andrew's victims. They want to scare him away from staying around and investigating the case. You should be careful, but let him keep on. He's close to knowing something. Yes, he's close to knowing something. When he dropped that post to say that Andrew was not acting alone. Faou said he left the UK before he was placed on the wanted list. Apparently, he got a visa on his British passport. Possibly. I mean, this is so scary. A story of the year. It's a story for the year. I heard the IGP will be out soon. Faou's out as how? I don't understand how as how. Because the IGP said he did not sanction, or he did not sign, or he did not give the go ahead for them to go get Andrew. So who signed the letter that was used to go get Andrew? And someone was saying in the comments in one of the videos that it is not all the cases that happen at the police headquarters that the IGPs are aware of. But in a case like this, obviously, Port Harcourt police knows Andrew. And I want to believe that they are sharing information with one another. So because as Ben said, that they once arrested Andrew in Port Harcourt, so the Port Harcourt police know Andrew. So now, who filed a report from Port Harcourt that police in Abuja should come and get Andrew? Who put in the request? Who signed it? And obviously, Ben said one of the police officers who went to retrieve the body with harassing, and he was also one of the people who went to collect Andrew, that guy should be investigated because he's one of the polluted ones, because he once by a Yahoo boy and started using the Yahoo boy's car. I don't know how true this is, but I heard I read the IGP will be having a press conference soon. Well, I hope so. Maybe they are waiting to brief Harrison, but Harrison said there's going to be an update tomorrow, but from 10 a.m. See, as soon as that information lands 10 a.m., I will schedule a live straight away. So that we can all hear it together. And Harrison said, if anything happens to me, you know the people to hold responsible after my tomorrow morning update. I said it, yes, the IG doesn't need to know. There are different things with their okay. Now for African police, what he said, it could all be a plan to extract money out of Andrew by whichever police went to arrest him. But then you know what? Harrison said they transferred 100 million naira. Where did 100 million naira go? What account did it go into? Though Ben said he advised that when Andrew said he was going to run away, that he told Andrew to transfer all of his money to another account and then go back to the police. So at least if they don't see any money in that, but then they'll be able to check how he's been spending money now. So if they see that he's moved money somewhere else, they will ask him that account that you moved money to, oh yeah, move the money back, So it's all, I don't know. So Harrison continued and said that I have informed my lawyer, Favor Ajuebo, and also about informing distinguished senator representing Delta North Senatorial District. So that's the Ned Unwoko. So yeah, they are trying to scare off Harrison from doing this case now. And I would say at this point, Harrison has tried his best. He's brought this case out. Now the police needs to come out and let us know how everything transpired. There are victims who are sharing stories. There are victims who have gone to report to the police. The police did not do anything. So the police has a lot to answer. Ben also, on his own part, like I said, he had information that could have helped, that could have saved these girls, that could have prevented Harrison even finding himself in this situation. But, you know, I don't know. Guys, another 3 minutes and I'll be out of here. Please like and share. Ben was protecting Andrew very well. Now his videos are starting to irritate me because it keeps talking about his money, his money, his money. Nigerian police, Nigerian police. Majority of people watching Ben, we are Nigerians. We know for a fact Nigerian police are corrupt. And like I said, if there's a bill tomorrow to disrupt the Nigerian police, to eradicate Nigerian police, I will vote with that bill to say yes. So pass this bill. We no longer need police in Nigeria. Even the armies are doing better in Nigeria. Even armies are doing better in Nigeria. But I'm just a Nigerian abroad. What do I know? I'm just reading the comments and then we shall call it a day. Beautiful Beginning said, remember Ben said a highly influential person brought Andrew to the country when he had issues. It might be that they pied him not to expose the person who smuggled him to Nigeria. But in normal day, if they smuggled him to Nigeria, Ben Andrew probably wouldn't have thought of going back to the UK because he was already on the wanted. They would have just held him at the airport. But why would they fight him? Or did the person Andrew has working for him found out that Andrew was sharing information with Mr. Ben? And because it's not only Mr. Ben that Andrew was sharing information with, because there's somebody called Chike Mere. I've asked Ben about that name, but he's not replied me yet. I believe, according to what Ben has said, that he was not the only person Andrew was sending all these informations to. So the other person that Andrew was sending information to, that person should come out as well, if they've not got anything to hide. What you say is Harrison an investigative journalist or YouTuber? Harrison is not an investigative journalist, so he's a human rights activist. He was once jailed. Go and read up on Harrison Gwamishu. He was once jailed for an offense he did not commit. He was in prison for a very long time. But as luck would have it, God shined on him. Someone came to his rescue, and since then he's been doing humanitarian work because he suffered police brutality. You can imagine being jailed for nothing, just because his boss or whoever said lied against him. Harrison does not have a YouTube channel. He has an Instagram handle called Harrison Gwamishu, and he has a page on Facebook called Harrison Gwamishu. So if you type it there, you find him on YouTube, on Instagram, and on Facebook. Raymond said that was not the reason they killed him. Well, like I said, the police needs to come out. This case is just starting. I hate to say it, but the tribe that Afiba is from in Ghana, they will not let this slide. Well, I think I also heard someone said Afiba is from a well-to-do family as well. So, it is well, guys. We're now an hour over. This is where I'm gonna draw the curtain. Like guys, like I said, support my channel because I want you guys to hear me properly. I went to buy this and I don't know why it messed up. I don't know why it messed up. I need to figure out what I've done to it. I don't know why it stopped working because it worked earlier on this morning. Anyway, guys, like, share, subscribe to my channel, support my growth. I really appreciate it. I really want to start doing podcasting. Yes, I want to start doing podcasting. I remember while I was in Glasgow, I'm in Glasgow, and there's been a case whereby I've kind of like stepped up to help some people. And I remember this elderly African man. He's an elderly man. I know his family, and it was like I will be very, very good, standing up for people when facing injustice. But I don't think I have the energy. Hence why I started my YouTube channel. So when I see cases like this that catches my interest, I'm super, super happy discussing it. So I will definitely be coming back on this case if I hear any update from Harrison tomorrow. And please like and share. And I want to say a very huge thank you to each and every one of you who has been coming back. You've turned your notification on. Some of you were already in the comment section before I even started. I love the zeal, guys. I really, really love the zeal, and I really, really appreciate it. I'm a Nigerian who is living in Scotland, and I'm telling you that I do not condone the actions of the police officers in Nigeria. Nigeria is absolutely, well, we should not even blame Trump when he called Nigeria a shit hole because our politicians are doing no rubbish. You can imagine now, in as much as I would love to come to Nigeria, like I would love to come to Nigeria every year, but the safety is not guaranteed. You arrive at the airport, they start billing you from arriving at the airport. Yes, that mic worked earlier. Hope you are able to resolve it. Take care of this. I will try and test it now with a voice recording. I will see if it worked. Maybe I must have muted from that button there, and not that's a mute, but maybe I muted accidentally. I'm not sure, but I will solve it out so that it's ready for work tomorrow because I must use my money. It is not cheap. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate you. There's so many other videos on my channel that you can get familiar with, and also, get interested with other videos I share on my channel. And I shall see you also. That Sony said, I just subscribed now, my dear. You look so sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. What you said, but you are good. I usually watch YouTubers for a while before I subscribe, but I watched two of your videos and I subscribed. I like the energy and them. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Watch it. Celestine said Andrew's house should be visited one more time, and his driver, cook, and security staff should all be arrested and interrogated to spill all they know about what transpired in that evil house in Aba. Whereas at the time that Harrison went, when they went to retrieve that body, I think it's been served a quick note. I don't think he owned that house he lived in Aba. I don't think he lived there because there was a quick notice on the gates outside of the house. So I don't believe Andrew owned that house. Maybe he was renting it. Anyway, guys, this is where I drop the mic. I shall see you tomorrow once I get an update once Harrison shared an update with us. Thank you so much. It's starting to get dark here. See you all later. Bye bye. Rented. Yeah, it was renting that building. Yes, it was renting it. Thanks, Faust. Thanks for that. I shall see you guys later now. Bye.